So we're setting up here at Mataranka. Of course, using our blackjack.
Yep.
And John's doing his bit. We've got a site. Now, they're not drive-through sites, but because we're in the off-season, the lady just said, pick a site, do what you like, really. Got our one-step chocks in, of course. Now, if you haven't already figured, I'm petrified of the crocodiles. I said to the lady at the reception, I said, is there crocodiles here? She said, there's crocodiles in the whole of Northern Territory. I said, I'm petrified. I really want to go for a swim. She said, don't even worry about it. Just get in the water. Don't worry about it. And I must have given her a funny look. She said, I've lived here for 7 years and you become kind of, you know, you just don't worry about it anymore. Now, I'm going to be the first person in history to be eaten by a crocodile at Mataranka. Just saying. So I told the lady at reception how petrified I am of going in the water. She goes,
oh shit, there's one there.
Stop it. Stop it. She goes,
I'm going to have some fun.
She goes, I want you to come back and see me later and let me know you've had a swim. She said, I want you to do that. I'm like, okay.
Oh, we're going swimming. It's hot.
Alright. All set up, and look who's come to visit. Hello, fella. This is the first day we've been able to set up the caravan properly to sit outside with awning, the mat, table and chairs. There's no wind. There's a breeze every now and again, but no wind. There's not 101 flies.
Oh, don't miss the flies.
There is big wasps that go past, but, you know, whatever. And then you've got these beauties that come into your campsite. Hello. We're going down to the springs. And, I'm really nervous, John.
Why?
Because there's crocodiles. There's freaking crocodiles in the Northern Territory, okay?
They'll only eat you once. Then move on to something else.
Far out. Can't believe I'm doing this.
Oh.
Anyhow, guess what? At lunchtimes at Mataranka Homestead, they play the movie We of the Never Never. Oh, it was one of my most favourite shows when I was a little girl watching that.
I've watched it. I probably have.
It's a beautiful Australian show.
Nothing's down there.
It was really funny. These people just walked past us and they had pool noodles. And I said, oh, so you guys going down the springs, are you? And they said, yeah. And I said, oh, that's good because the crocodiles can eat you first before I get down there.
No, one guy was shitting himself. Literally.
The look on his face was hilarious, wasn't it?
That's priceless.
We're going to go and have a look at the Elsey Homestead. Well, it's a replica of the homestead. And I'll tell you all about it later. But those of you who watch the movie We of the Never Never, it's all about that. Alright, let's go down to the springs.
How much are they?
So this is the walkway down to the springs. Look at all the palm leaves that have fallen down.
There's heaps, eh?
Yeah.
I could just...
And there's peacocks galore in here. Everywhere.
Yeah.
And they make a sound. I didn't know peacocks make
Beautiful
the sound that they make.
Loud.
Very loud. Very, very loud. Oh, got a,
we're nearly there.
What have we got? A
Got a bridge coming up.
boardwalk? Crocodile safety. Oh my god.
There you go.
Alright.
So if one's chasing us, I'm going to push you in the way so I can get out of there, okay?
Swimming between dusk and dawn is not advised. We're not coming down for a nighttime swim, John.
Well, you can.
No.
Oh,
there's different ones. Rainbow Springs, Thermal Pool.
Thermal means hot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do
Well, let's go to Rainbow Springs first and have a look. You guys just don't realise how much I'm shitting myself here.
Right. Oh, well, that was beautiful down there, that one.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, that's where all those people are.
Water.
John, this is Rainbow Springs, but there's no swim in this one. Look how pretty that is. Wow. Shame it wasn't warmer, colder.
They're fine.
They're not.
They're fine. Just get in. See? You're fine.
Are you sure they're
I've been over there a couple of times.
okay?
Straight, what's up?
There you go.
Nice.
I'm in the water.
Thumbs up.
Mataranka.
I've got one over there.
There's no crocs here.
Just a little baby.
Stop.
Where?
Stop that.
It could be.
Stop it. I went in the water, so I am wet.
There's a reason everyone got out quick.
Yeah, everyone's left. There was heaps of people in here and they've all gone. It's a bit concerning.
Yep, that little one over there.
Stop
The
it.
bank hasn't come in the
It's
water yet.
not. Don't say that to me. It's not. It's not. It's just a lady in them.
No,
Stop
she's
it.
going to be next. Yeah, she's already taken like 6 people over there. So what do you think of that?
Okay, it wasn't as bad as what I thought, okay?
No crocs?
No
both your
crocs,
legs?
but a lady said that 3 weeks ago it was closed because there was a croc.
She said maybe there or just up a bit further, but yeah, one of them it was closed.
So, see, there can be.
Yeah, it just goes to show that all their checks they're doing it right, aren't they?
Yeah, I suppose. So tomorrow we're going to go to Bitter Springs. So Bitter Springs is a bit more natural than here.
Oh, more crocodiles.
And there's all lily pads, and you get up one end and you float with your pool noodle down to the other end. So I'm going to conquer my fear again.
Are you going to pat a crocodile if you see one?
No, but we will go to a wildlife park and I'll touch one. Maybe.
Oh.
But do you see all the bats? There's so many bats.
I know. I bet you our car's going to be covered in bat crap tomorrow, eh?
Oh, there's bats everywhere. Doesn't smell that like batty though.
That doesn't sound
Normally,
batty?
well, you know, the batty smell. But
Well,
that
they're in their
noise,
wild though. They're in their wild though, so they're...
the bloody noise they make is shocking, isn't it? But yeah, that was alright. It was warm. It wasn't hot waters, it was warm.
I reckon it was just nice. Could have been a bit cool.
Could have been a bit cooler, I would have
been
liked it, but they're hot
perfect.
springs, so.
But yeah.
But Bitter Springs is supposed to be a bit warmer than that.
Mm.
But getting out, like, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not sweating anymore.
No.
I think we'll just stay in these wet clothes all day.
Yeah. Got out. It's out the caravan window. Oh, I scared him with the noise. Look at that bloom at the back. Plume. It must be so heavy. There he goes, like a bride. Why are boy birds so pretty? And the girls' ones aren't.
Oh, hello, mister. You're right, just walking over and having a chat?
Wow.
You're pretty, aren't you? Hey? Yeah. Yeah. No? Okay, show off. And show us your fan your things. Fan your wings. Hello. Hello. It's a pretty boy.
So both of us nearly had a heart attack this morning. We couldn't find the DJI batteries and our mics, and we looked everywhere.
Unbelievable. Anyway, we found them.
We found them after about half an hour. We raced over to the water hole.
We raced
everywhere we'd been in the caravan. This morning we have come to the Mataranka Aboriginal Army Camp.
Already.
No, I didn't know. No, it's the Mataranka Aboriginal Army Camp, which is part of World War II. So there's just remnants in the area from where this army camp is. So we're just going to have a look.
Heaps of stuff around.
Yeah. Just quickly on this information board, the Mataranka camp was originally established to the southeast of Mataranka Homestead in 1942 by a well-known Northern Territory Patrol Officer Bill Harney. It was later moved to its location near the junction of the Waterhouse River and Roper Creek. Known locally as the Compound, the site housed some 355 occupants by late 1943. The Aboriginal Army personnel were involved in a wide range of activities associated with wartime Mataranka. They worked on the new airstrip and carried out tasks of concreting, timber cutting, cartage and stacking of the ammunition. At this time there were 121 Aborigines working at Mataranka for both the Army and the railways. Frank Flynn wrote his book Northern Frontiers that during 1942 and 1943 at Mataranka workshops, Aboriginals dismantled motor and engine trucks and in some cases worked on assembly lines. The 10th Australian-based workshops employed 20 Aborigines, of whom 9 underwent a special course in the mechanical shops. The CO, Lieutenant Colonel Gurnett, was impressed with their ability and aptitude. Aborigines sorted tools, cut firewood, drove vehicles, acted as wardsmen and orderlies in hospitals. There is no clear indication of when the site was abandoned, but it is believed that the camp officially moved out on the 20th of October 1945 and occupied the 14 ARD site at the Gorrie aerodrome, where John and I camped the other night.
Interesting.
I wonder if this metal here is part of it. And there.
The tree roots have all lifted the concrete
up.
I wouldn't say they would have poured it like that, surely. You can see that there's like a dividing room here or something.
See, John and I find all this really interesting because we are standing where activity for the World War
It's just amazing.
Was.
You just can't imagine it, can you?
No, and it may seem like to other people that we're just standing on a slab of concrete,
But
to us it's history, and we're standing on something that's quite significant to Australia.
Yeah, and at the moment we're standing here, and other countries at the moment are at war, getting bombed, and and that's what it would have been like back then.
Yeah, and that's pretty frightening,
Scary.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty frightening.
Right in the middle of the friggin' kitchen or whatever it was.
Yeah. And there's all this iron everywhere. Cool. Just one more thing, John.
Yeah.
The other thing is we've trekked 800 metres from the road.
Yeah.
So this is like hidden in the bush. So I wonder if when the wall was on, if this was hidden in the bush as well.
Well, I would say that would have just been a track down here. I wouldn't imagine it would have been a road.
Oh, true. Yeah. So now we've come down to Elsey Cemetery. Now, I don't normally put cemetery stuff on this channel. I usually put it on our other channel, but this is part of the story of why we're here. Elsey Cemetery has the people, not that were in the movie, but who the movie was about, We of the Never Never. So we're just going to have a little look in here.
Yeah, we're not going to put much on it either.
No.
You know, it actually went back so far. How big is that one?
You got John standing next to it, John. Look at that. Wow.
I wonder why the big fence around it, or two fences I should say. Let's have a look. Boy, of course it's a termite mound. Okay, what do we got? I can't even read that. Is that an A? I don't know. James Gunn. Born February the 10th, 1962, is it? March 6th. And died March 6th. Oh, 6th. Oh. I don't know if that gate just opened by itself or I knocked it open. That's a bit freaky. This one's in memory of Little Mrs. Jeannie Gunn. Born 5th, 1870, died 1961. Wow. That was actually, I don't know if I must have knocked out my foot. Surely that wouldn't have opened by itself. That was freaking closed, eh? When I got here. That was definitely closed. I need to rewind this, but I'm pretty sure that was closed. Stay closed. Oh my god, I'm just touching it. That's pretty freaky. That was closed. I stood here trying to read those names and it opened. I don't know. I think that's freaky. I don't know if that's an A or an E. Enos, James Gunn. Okay. Maybe I didn't say it properly. That's why you wanted me to come back in again. And Jean Gunn. Okay, husband and wife. Okay, let's go back to this gate. That's freaking weird, man. Stay closed. That is weird. That was definitely closed. 100% that was closed. That's That's some freaky shit just there. Okay. I'm moving on. Okay, you can, I think that's going to close. I don't know. That's never happened before. That's weird. That's some freaky shit just there.
Look at this. This is awesome. Here lies Mrs. Jeannie Gunn, OBE, the Little Missus. This memorial is dedicated to the Little Missus Jeannie Gunn, daughter of a Presbyterian minister, school teacher, and authoress of We of the Never Never and the Little Black Princess. She was buried in her hometown, Melbourne. While never returning to Elsie Station, her thoughts always remained with her husband, Aeneas Gunn, the Maluka, and of the place called the Never Never. And of course, Aeneas James Gunn, the Maluka. A pastor's son from Campbellfield in Victoria, a librarian of Prarum, Melbourne, and a fellow of the Royal Geographical Society. Aeneas sailed from Melbourne with his cousin Captain Joseph Bradshaw on the schooner Gemini to Palmerston, Darwin, to take up management of Elsie Station in 1902, of which he owned a quarter share. Captain Joseph Bradshaw then went on to establish Bradshaw's Run. Aeneas Gunn died only a short time later on the 16th of March 1903 from malarial dysentery, or black water fever, a common illness of these times.
Man, now have a look at that gate. I can't see from here. I think it's still open. That's freaking creepy. That is, yeah. That's creepy. I didn't open it. I'm sure that was closed. That was definitely closed when I got there, because I was trying to lean over to read the words, and then bang, the gate opened. And I was like, what? And I tried to close it and it wouldn't close. There was no latch, well, the latch was unlatched on, but it was definitely closed. Freaky. This is a freaky shit. Anyway. Alright, time to turn you off.
That was really interesting, hey?
The freaking gate.
Well, I won't put a lot of the cemetery stuff in here. If you want to see this cemetery, pop over to our cemetery channel, because there was information boards everywhere about all the people that are buried here, and it was really interesting.
It was.
But then we got down to the gate.
Well, I got down to the gate.
Yeah. John went down there first, and it was closed when you went.
It was closed.
It was closed.
It was closed.
It was a big wrought iron, well, it wasn't big, but it was a heavy wrought iron gate.
It was closed, it wasn't latched, and I was filming the thing, trying to read the names, and next thing the gate just opened, and I was like, what the...
And then...
And I tried
you tried to close it?
Well, I walked in first and I had a look around, and I'm thinking about it, thinking, did I knock it? No, I definitely didn't knock the gate. And I went out, I tried to close it, and it would not close.
And then when I went down there, it was open wide, and John yelled out, asked me if it was open or closed. I said, no, it's open. And so I thought, well, I'm going to close it. Like, I had a talk to the people in there, because they were sort of like the pioneers of We of the Never Never. And...
Oh, they were they?
I think so, yeah. And I closed the gate. It was really heavy to close. And then when I looked back down, there was no... And when I closed it... Pardon me. When I closed it, it made a, like an old gate sound. Like it had a but when I looked down again, it was back open. No sound. But it was weird.
That was a weird
It was
gate.
weird.
It's never happened before, but anyway, let's go.
Okay, let's go down to the Elsey, the original site of the Elsey Homestead.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, we made it.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh.
What's this? And I was hoping it was going to say because of crocodiles. These people are walking back. They look like they've had a spring. No crocodiles?
No crocodiles.
I'm freaking shitting myself.
No, you're fine.
I'm not 100% certain I want to do this, guys, so...
If I had some music now, I'd be playing some dramatic music.